Randall Avid, I'm Miranda's father.
I'm Norma Evitt. I'm Miranda's mother.
I'm Tracy Young. I'm Miranda's neighbor.
Today I would like to address what great service we could do to give back to the community. Do you have clothes that you're tired of seeing in your closet? Do you want to get rid of those old toys that you keep stepping on every day? Or what about the plain old things that we just take for granted or may have more than one of? What better way to help yourself and to help others than to give to charity? Today there are more and more people doing without clothing, warm food, and daily necessities. Statistics show that 80% of Americans live on less than $10 a day. 25,000 children die every day due to poverty and needs. There is definitely a solution to this problem. Items such as clothing, food, and even furniture need to be donated to different places that help these people. The Salvation Army and Goodwill take just about anything from clothing to furniture. They sell it for an extremely low price to those who can't afford. Places such as the food pantry, of course, take canned foods and non-perishable items. Alongside these well-known organizations, items can be even taken to churches or schools. Places like these always find needy families to give to, especially during the holidays. There are so many places that give, probably right around the corner in your own community. Not only can doing this help us by getting rid of old things that we don't use, but it can help millions of people in so many different ways. People will now have clothing to suit the weather. Someone can enjoy a nice sweater on a cold winter night instead of wearing a rugged t-shirt, or maybe even have shorts or tennis shoes for the warm days and the rough ground. They will have a bigger variety of food and possibly eat more nutritious. Lives will be saved. People may have beds to sleep in now, or furniture to put their valuables away, things that we take for granted every day. Wouldn't it feel great to know that a toy your child never plays with is now being opened by another small child at Christmas? Just imagine how smiles can be brought to faces. Overall, people will live longer and happier thanks to our selfless donations. So how can we personally begin to solve this problem? There are 5 simple steps to help you begin giving, starting with the clothing donations. Step 1. Sort through your closets and drawers. If you have a lot of clothes, it's best to break your project down into 2 parts. For example, you could dig through your closet one day and maybe drawers the next day. Step 2. Pull out all the clothes you don't want and put them in a pile. Get rid of the things that don't fit or are out of style. And follow this rule of thumb. If you haven't worn it in at least a year, get rid of it. Step 3. Sort through the preliminary pile. Determine which articles are good enough to be passed on to charity. If something looks like it should be put in the rag bucket, put it there. Clothes that are in bad shape don't do anyone much good. Fold your clothes from your charity pile, the ones that didn't get tossed, and put them neatly into a box or bag. And for the last step, donate your clothes to the nearest Salvation Army, Goodwill, or any other charity that will pass them on to those in need. These steps can also be repeated with food, toys, shoes, and even furniture. Giving to charity is one of the many small, easy things we can do to help others. It just takes a little time and effort. But with that, we could be changing lives every day. And after all, one man's trash could be another man's treasure.